are back at it again, chat. Back at it again with another stream. Go. Today's the NFL draft. If you guys don't know what that is, it's where people in college get to get picked by NFL teams. Now, first we're gonna do a little mock draft. Then we're gonna see how many picks we get right. This is just predictions for it. Um, um, there we go. So first pick, the Tennessee Titans. Of course, I think they will draft Cam Ward. I think that's a pretty obvious thing. Um, Now, the Cleveland Browns. Um, um, I either think they take. I either think that they take either. Maybe they take Shador. I'm not sure. They could take. Like they could take. The Browns could take anyone here, but I do think they need a wide receiver. Um. So, but Abdul Carter would make their pass rush vicious, so I'm gonna go with him. The Browns. Next up, my New York Giants. Of course, I think I'm gonna have us drafting Travis Hunter. Now the New England Patriots. Now here's where things get tough, chat. Um. Now I do think that this team needs an offensive lineman badly, especially at this position. Um. Um. I don't know though. But I do think they need a tight end. Like, yeah, they have like I don't know who they have though. That's why I want them to take Tyler Warren. But I just think that they have to go wide receiver here, so I'm gonna go Terry Adam McMillan. I'm sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. Um, Jaguars. Defense side of the ball is awful. It is. Um, it is terrible for the Jaguars. The defense, I don't think it's that good. Um, thank you for ever just found the street. Thank you very much. Um, now, like, almost half of that list up there, like the team needs, like, I think 2 out of the 5 are defense. Like, yeah, the offense needs better, but I think that was just a down year for them. Um, um, I don't know. They could do anything they want, but I think they're gonna trade with the Dolphins. Now, hold on. Um, they trade with the Jags. I think they trade Miami's third and fifth next year. The Jaguars' fifth pick. Oh wait, what? They can reject the trade? Why? Why can they reject the trade? Like why? What? Why? Why do that? Um. 13th, 98. They're second for the fifth. Why did it decline the trade? Well, I guess I can't do any trades. I really thought that was gonna happen though. But they do need a cornerback, so I guess I'll have them taking Will Johnson. The Raiders. One of their biggest needs is running back. Josh Jacobs left them, and Ashton Jeanty is available, so boom, there he is. The Jets. Now, look, this is a theory that I have them taking Will Rowe. I don't know why but Shador is available for the Jets. But they already have Justin Fields, so you're kind of wondering why are you even hovering over QB here? Because Justin Fields he's not the best quarterback. He's not bad, but he's not the best. But I think the Jets might consider taking it, but they did get Justin Fields, and I don't think they might take a quarterback in a later round. Like maybe they take receiver, go like Matthew Golden, because they need a receiver. Could go tight end. I think they're gonna take Tyler Warren. I do. Carolina, they need everything. Yeah, they did somewhat good, but that doesn't mean like they did everything they were supposed to. These guys have won 10 games in the past 2 years combined. Um, they need a corner. They do need a corner. And they got one available after the Jags took. It was, it's this guy right here. Yeah, I think they're gonna take him. But I think they're gonna take him in the later rounds. Not right now. Like they could take Shador. It's a possibility. It is for the Panthers to take Shador. Like he's right here. The Panthers have they do have Bryce. It doesn't say they need a quarterback, which I'm confused about. Um, um, but do you think, chat? I'm gonna let you decide. Do the Panthers take Shador? Chat. Do the Panthers take Shador, or do they take one of these receivers? You guys pick. Chat. Which one? I'm waiting. I don't know. Like, chat. Do you guys know? Do you know if they're gonna take? Like, are they gonna take a receiver? Are they gonna take a quarterback? Um, they could also take a corner. Their corners do suck. No offense. But I don't think this is a tough one. Like, yeah, we're gonna run into more teams like this. Who the frick do these do? Well, they need defense. Um, um, gee, I think they go Shador. I don't think he's gonna fall down any further. I think the Shador Sanders is gonna be a Carolina pick. The New Orleans Saints. The Saints, chat. Saints. Now, when it comes to the Saints, defense, it's okay. It's not the best in the league, but it's not the worst. And I really think they do need Mason Graham. And I think they're going to take him. Now, Chicago. They need offensive line. But their running game is non-existent. But all of these running backs are going to be available later. So I don't think they're going to draft one this round. In every trade I try, it just doesn't work. I'm gonna try. I really think the Bears do trade this with the Rams. I don't know if this is gonna work. With their 26, 90th, and their 190th. Why does it always reject? It's stupid. Do I have to sign in for the trades to work or something? Like, the Bears need everything in their power. They just do. Like, every single player the Bears can get their hands on, they need them. Doesn't matter how bad they are, they need players. They need players that can make plays. They do have some. I'll give them that. But they only have one, and that's their receivers. Everything else is kind of garbage on that team. But I'm going to give them another pass catcher in Colston Loveland. Niners. McCaffrey, I think, is done. But I'm not going to have him taking a quarterback right now. I mean, a running back. Not a quarterback or a running back. They still have Brock. Receivers, though. Not even a question. I'm not talking about it. Cowboys. hate them, but I have to make a prediction of what they're gonna do. Um, 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 what they could do, like, they don't need a tight end. Kind of need a receiver, not really. Running back, a sure need, but they have to pick 12 in the next ones. And I'm projected to go into. I'm projected to go to second round. Like, when's that? That'd be that. Be all the way until the second round. So I don't think they're gonna take him yet. Like they could and not risk it, but then they would be sacrificing a bunch of other good value players that they could take right now at their 12 spot. Um, um, but I think they need a quarterback. But look at the, yeah, but there's no way the Chiefs are drafting a quarterback unless if they wanna Kirk Cousins, Patrick Mahomes, and I don't think they want to piss him off like that. I'm gonna do the first round, and then we're just gonna talk, I guess. They do need running back, but I have them risk it because the Cowboys usually take their players that they need way too early. The Dolphins, I had them trading with the Jaguars, but the game won't let me. So, Dolphins. Receiver, kind of, because they might lose Tyreek Hill. Tight end. Yes, they need him. I don't care that he's listed at the 46. I don't care. They need him. These guys also need a tight end, but they can get him literally in I think the third round. So I think they're gonna pass on him for now. Quarterback kind of need because no one in the chat would want to. Like, I'm sorry for the Colts fans that have to watch Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson battle it out. I had to deal with Daniel Jones for 4 years. He was good for one. To be honest, the Colts, they need offensive linemen more than anything. They do. Taylor Booker is an Indianapolis Colt. The Falcons. Running back, they do not need They do not need a running back. Never. Do need though. It's a quarterback. They need a quarterback because Kirk Cousins. I'll give him that he's kind of a good quarterback, but hold on, chat. But I don't know what the Falcons do. Like they're the 15th pick. Wait, all these players are valid over here. But Falcons need a QB. I think they take Dart here. Jackson Dart's a Falcon. Arizona, they need a receiver beside Michael Wilson. I think Emeka Egbuka is going to go to the Cardinals. We have half of the first round done, chat. Bengals defense. Not even going to look at the offensive page. First, I think they need a defensive lineman, so I'm going to go with the tackle. And just take the highest one available, because honestly, they need it. Seahawks. They lost everything. They lost their quarterback. They lost their two best receivers. Um, like the Seahawks lost all their offense. All they have is Jackson Smith and Jigba. So do they take Bird? I think yes. So I'm gonna do it. Bucks. They don't need receiver. They don't need running back. They do not need tight end. They kind of do, but they don't. They obviously do not need a quarterback. But what they do need, they don't really need an offensive line either, but they need some defense. They need linebackers. At least that's what I saw. But look, Jalen Walker, this linebacker from Georgia, he was expected to be taken here. And he dropped down here. I don't think he's going to drop any further. Broncos. Like, no one expected them to do this good. No one. They need running back badly. They need a receiver, but not as bad. They need a tight end. They need almost everything except for the quarterback position. Linebacker. I think it's what they need the most. Jahad Campbell is a Denver Bronco. Pittsburgh Steelers. They need a QB, but they're at the 21st pick. To be honest, they could get Jalen Milroe in the second round. But I think Jalen Milroe's dropped enough. I think he's going to be a Steeler. The Chargers. Receiver, badly needed. But I'm only doing the first round, and they could probably grab him in the second. I want to trade it, but I literally can't. Could go and get their offensive tackle. If he was supposed to be taking in top 5 of one of these teams, but I have him dropping to 22. He ain't dropping any lower. Packers. What they need, to be honest, is a DT. This guy, he's right there. Grab him. Vikings. Safety, highly needed. Malachi Starrs right there. Grab him. Texans. I'm gonna stop explaining because it's getting annoying in my opinion. They need an offensive tackle. I have them taking this guy. They need a linebacker. They can also get him in the later rounds. What are they at? Do they have a second round pick? I might just risk it for a biscuit if they don't have a second round pick. When's the earliest they could get him if they don't take him here? 90. Yeah, take him. Baltimore. They kind of don't need anything when Lamar's on that team. Do need the offensive line to protect him. And look, right there, even projected to be 27. They're going to take him. Now, Lions. Receiver needed? No. Quarterback needed? No. Running back needed? Also no. Tight end? No. Offensive line? No. Safety? Kind of. So I'm gonna draft him a safety. They need a receiver. They don't really need a receiver. They need a corner. I don't know how to pronounce that, but you're a commander. They need this, and they're gonna get it. I never know that the Chiefs needed a defensive tackle when they have Chris Jones. What I do know that they need is a safety. And I have him taking Xavier Watts. The Eagles, after this chat, I might just end because just no one's hopping on. Yeah, Calvin Banks. There we go, chat. We have done it. The first round of the draft. And we get anonymous. And chat, bro. I'm gonna end it. So, chat.